you doing? Welcome back to another episode of At the Movies with Cody. In case you're new to the show, I'm Cody. Today we are going to talk about the 2009 sci-fi movie Pandorum. I was psyched to see this movie. Sci-fi, deep space, isolation, monsters, and when you have Ben Foster as a lead, who's one of my favorite character actors, and he's great in almost everything he does, I'm gonna pay to see this movie. Unfortunately, I left the theater feeling a little disappointed, a little let down. I didn't hate the movie, I just didn't think it was all that special. But over the course of 12 years, seeing the movie twice, and a third time, and a fourth time, and a fifth, and a sixth, seventh, eighth, and a ninth, 10th, 11, 12 times, it's actually a pretty decent movie. So, Pandorum. So it takes place in the future. Earth has become overpopulated, it's running low on resources. So they take this giant ship called the Elysium with thousands of passengers on board, and they travel to this other Earth-like planet, Tanis, to colonize it. Along the way, these two crew members, Ben Foster, Dennis Quaid, wake up out of their hypersleep, suffering from severe memory loss. They don't remember who they are, what the mission is, but Ben Foster ventures out to the other side of the ship to jumpstart the reactor to get the ship's power up and running. And he comes across these humanoid monsters that kill and eat people, and he encounters these two other survivors that help him get to the reactor, and little by little, his memory starts coming back. He starts to remember who he is, what the mission is, and as the audience, you start to put all the clues together. And during the entire time Ben Foster is fighting these monsters, Dennis Quaid is just sitting in the control room talking to him on the radio. Out of nowhere, this guy just crawls through the ventilation system into the control room with Dennis Quaid, butt naked. You don't know his story, but he seems very shifty and shady. You just know that he's bad, and Dennis Quaid is just dealing with that throughout the entire movie. This movie has been on and off Netflix for years. First it's on Netflix, and it's off Netflix, on Netflix, off Netflix, on Netflix, off Netflix, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Whoa, I just got dizzy. But every time it's on Netflix, I always push the play button. I can't help it. There is this one scene where they briefly explain what the monsters on the ship are. When I say briefly, I mean briefly. I mean like maybe 3 seconds. And if you miss it, if you walk away, if your phone alarm goes off, if you turn around and scratch your ass, you're gonna miss it. This movie does pace itself. It's very smart how it's structured. It really gets you thinking. You gotta use the brains that God gave you if you really want to understand this movie. And I learned to appreciate over time. It's dark, it's gritty, it's violent. The acting is good, the set design is good, the story is good. It's not a great movie, it's not a terrible movie, it's an enjoyable movie, and I give it a 7 out of 10. Congratulations if you're still watching, because you know what time it is. Pandorum fun fact number 1. Did you know the scene when Ben Foster eats the bug that's actually a live insect? Ben Foster insisted on eating live insects instead of using special effects or dead ones. Fun fact number 2. You know this movie has gained such a cult following over the years, fans have created a group on Facebook called Fans for a Pandorum Sequel in hopes of starting the franchise. Fun fact number 3. Did you know the Australian rock band Pandorum named their band after seeing this film? Because they like the meaning of the term Pandorum. Thinking there's no meaning, nothing left, therefore causing insanity. Thank you for watching. That's all the time I have for you today, and I will catch you later.